The European Union is now looking at more economic benefit versus passive investment.
That's why we receive so many awards around the world as a best residency program.
Welcome to Global Visa's pioneering series of Meeting Pros. I'm your host, Dora. Our objective for this series is to connect you with professionals in the field of immigration around the world and to gain insights into important topics regarding the immigration industry. And today we have the unique opportunity to have a conversation with Mr. Blanchard, the co-founder of X-Caliber Rural Capital. Within 2 years of starting operations, XRC became the largest USDA lender in the nation by dollar volume. And it's such a pleasure to have you with us here today, Jordan. Let's start with a quick intro. Could you tell us a bit about yourself? I'm afraid I may not do your background justice, so I'd love to hear it in your own words. So how long have you been in the financial investment field and what areas have you worked in?
Well, thank you for inviting me, Dora. So I've been in commercial real estate lending for about 35 years. Most of that time has been spent on government guaranteed lending. So in America, the US government will guarantee certain types of loans, including small business loans and rural loans. So for 25 years, I did small business loans. And then for the last 10 years, I've been doing rural loans.
Okay, thanks for that. And now, just to give a bit more context, what kind of company is XRC exactly? I've heard it's a lender to the federal government, is that right?
We don't lend to the federal government, we get guarantees from the federal government. So we're a licensed lender. The US government has licensed XRC to make loans in rural areas. We identify a loan, we underwrite, we do due diligence, we fund, we provide construction monitoring, loan servicing, and then the US government guarantees a certain percentage of that loan for us.
Okay, that makes sense. And with XRC, what's your role? What are you mainly responsible for?
Sure, so I'm the co-founder of X-Caliber Rural Capital. We founded the company in October of 2021. And as Dora mentioned, we became the largest USDA lender in 2023, and we're one of the top lenders in 2024 and 2025.
Okay, and let's talk about the IHG project. So what kind of funding did XRC provide for it?
Yep, so the USDA can only go to 25 million. So when we have a large project like IHG in Hawaii, it's much too large for USDA. So what we will often do is we will combine commercial PACE, which I'll explain in a little bit, and EB5. So we're providing 245 million of commercial PACE, which is a county-supported loan program.
Okay, I believe C-PACE was involved. So could you break down how that worked?
Sure. So just like we are partnered with the USDA for rural loans, we also partner with states and counties in the United States to make commercial PACE loans. So we will advance dollars to a project, and then the county will collect the payments and then send the payments back to us. So it's a lender plus county public-private partnership.
Okay, I understand, but for listeners unfamiliar with it, could you briefly explain what C-PACE is?
Sure. So C-PACE stands for Commercial Property Assessed Clean Energy. So it was originally founded to help finance energy efficiency, wind resiliency, water conservation. And so the government said, if you will spend money on these things, then we will allow you to make a loan and put it on the property tax rolls. So it's not a loan like a first mortgage or anything like that. It's a loan essentially from the county that gets repaid over 25 or 30 years.
Thanks for the explanation. And how does C-PACE help a real estate project? What are its main functions and benefits? Sure,
it's a great question. So number one, because it's a public-private partnership, the interest rates are lower than a loan. So that's how a developer can benefit. It's also off balance sheet. The developer is not the borrower. It's a tax that goes with the property, And then finally, because it's not a loan in a traditional sense, it can't not be foreclosed. We don't have to pay off PACE if we're a senior lender. So we just foreclose on the property, and PACE just goes with the property as part of the property taxes.
Okay, and so why this particular IHG project? Was there something special about it that stood out as a good investment opportunity?
Sure, so first of all, Kauai, a beautiful location in Hawaii. Kauai is one of the top tourist destinations in the world. Intercontinental Hotel Group is one of the top franchises, so when we lend, we will only consider Hilton, Marriott, or IHG, and this client is a very experienced developer. So for you in the audience, you might want to visit Black Desert Resort in Utah. So it is a beautiful property that just hosted the Ladies Professional Golf Association about 2 weeks ago. I was there. That's one of 30 or 40 projects they developed. So we really believe in reef capital.
Okay, I see. And have you worked with EB5 funds in the past? From what I understand, you have some successful history with them.
Yes, so we don't work directly with EB5. We work with American Lending Center, and American Lending Center is the one that makes the EB5 loan. But what we will do is we will often pair the property or pair the EB5 loan with commercial PACE or USDA, and then we'll often find the transaction and underwrite it and then provide it to American Lending Center for their review.
Okay, and we heard about your Superman-style China tour, like 10 cities in 10 days back to back, and this is only day 2. Did you pack triple espressos in your luggage, and what's your secret weapon against jet lag?
So one thing I've learned about China is the coffee is very strong, so that's keeping me going, and then lots of vitamins. I brought plenty of vitamins to help me power through. But honestly, this is a beautiful country. These are beautiful cities. This is my first time in Shenzhen, and it's just a gorgeous city, and it makes it easy to travel.
Thank you. And what do you like the best in Shenzhen?
So I like the mountains, and I like the trees.
Okay.
And I like how clean and orderly and new everything is. So I just read online yesterday that in 1980 there was only 30,000 people, and now it's about 20 million.
Yeah.
So it's all new, but
Yeah.
it's all clean and it's really inviting.
Okay. I know the finance world is known for intense schedules, but your 10 cities in 10 days pace is still wild. Is this your Euro routine? Are you one of those 3 a.m. emails, 5 a.m. flight kind of people?
Well, I am emailing at 5 a.m., but this travel schedule is unique, and it's because it's a long distance to travel. So we want to try to combine as many visits into one trip as possible. In the United States, I might only go for 2 or 3 days, but here I'm here for about 15 days.
Okay, and you clearly work hard, but when it comes to work-life balance, do you have a golden rule you live by?
Yes, so when I live in Arizona, so there's lots of ability to hike, and I'm sure you have lots of ability to hike here. So every weekend when I'm at home, I do at least a 5-mile hike, and that helps clear my brain and reset my psychology for the next week.
Okay, and that's all questions. Thank you. And thanks to everyone for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more interesting conversations coming your way. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to follow us and leave a review. We'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions for future topics. That's all for today. Thanks again for tuning in. Take care and see you next time.
All right. Dora, you were great.
Thank you. You are great too.
Good.